Namaste, I am Annie, and welcome to day 3 of Embodied Experience, coming home to your body. So in the last 2 days, we've been listening to what the body has been telling us all along. And today we're going to switch the gear a little bit. We're going to tune to what we've been hearing and make sense of it. So today's challenge is definitely a little bit more heady, but I promise you, we're actually going to go back into the body in a more simple way starting tomorrow. So the mini teaching of today is called the window of tolerance. The window of tolerance is a zone that when we're in it, we can navigate our internal landscape with a lot of ease. It doesn't mean we're calm all the time. We can be. But we can also be experiencing anger or dealing with really stressful experiences. The window of tolerance is a zone where we can think, act, and feel in an integrated way. So when we are outside of our window of tolerance, maybe we feel hyper aroused. So that can be feeling overwhelmed, anxious, angry. We're in what we call mobilized state. And then on the other end of being outside the window of tolerance is we can feel shut down, numbing, dissociation. And we call it hypo-aroused. We're also in an immobilized state. So when we're outside of our window of tolerance, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with us. It means that our body is trying to protect us. So instead of thinking they are survival responses, I like to call them survival intelligence. It's just the body's way of protecting us, either helping us to fight, setting boundaries, or helping us if we feel shut down so that we don't feel the pain as much. When we're in the window of tolerance, we can actually build capacity for it. So that can be noticing, what activities helps us to feel more integrated. So notice maybe you feel a little edgy. That can be just taking time for yourself, just 5 minutes. You can come back to your window of tolerance. Or maybe you're feeling you are, just at your capacity, you can't take any more. Maybe it's giving your pet, your animal, a big warm hug. We call it somatic resource. So that is a teaching. I know it's a little bit more heady today, but understanding our window of tolerance will help us navigate our day-to-day life so that when we are kind of pushing to the edge of it, we resource and come back. So let's slowly come into your practice space. And we'll start with bringing one hand to the heart and the other hand to the belly. I invite you to close the eyes or just simply keep the eyes softly open. The belly, our gut, is communicating with us, and our heart feels the emotions. In my body, I sense and I feel. Notice any body sensations and feelings. And slowly relaxing your hands. We'll begin with what's called sound healing. Sound healing, we'll start with in the lower abdomen to the pelvic floor. The sound is ah. Color is red. It helps us to have a healthy digestion and elimination. Take a deep breath in. Ah. With healthy digestion and elimination, we release what no longer serves us. We utilize energy that fuel us. Bring awareness to the heart. The sound is Y-U-U. Color is green. Helps us to expand our lung capacity. Take a deep breath in. Feel the expansion of your lungs. This is your capacity to speak for what you truly stand for, to breathe in the air and live in you, your aliveness. Then last but not least, the sound is sun, like sun in the sky. We'll focus in the third eye center, specifically the pineal gland, stimulating our intuition center. The color is purple. Breath in. Sun. And softly opening our eyes. Namaste. Let's come into your first yin pose. And this is what I would call the challenging pose, toe squat. So I'll demo first, so have a look. You come onto your knees and you're going to come to tucking your toes. We won't be here for too long, about 30 seconds. And if you have uneven toes like me, just simply spread them out. And we'll start. And you can also kneel on a bolster, and that can help to shift the weight towards the metatarsal and take some of the weight, the loading off your toes. So you can choose your variation, hands onto your knees, and I invite you to keep your eyes open for this exercise. Orient to your space, and look in front of you, a single object, and just appreciate the color and the shape and size. Simply observe. Orienting helps steadies the mind, keeping us in the present moment. About 10 more seconds. And release. Coming onto your hands and knees and simply tapping your toes a little bit. Alleviate some of that tension we've built. And then resting on your belly. We're going to come into Sphinx position, coming onto your forearms, and then keeping the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders. Otherwise, if it's behind, you'll find your upper body collapse a lot. If you have a block, I invite you to bring in front. If you don't, that's okay. But if you do have, we'll start with bringing the forehead, touching, connecting to the block. And in Yin, we do encourage you to slowly relax into the scapula, shoulder blades, and then the feet are just a little bit wider than your hips and no wider than the mat. I invite you to have a look in your recent past. What were you doing that has taken you outside of your window of tolerance? It could be as simple as an everyday task, or maybe it was something like a hard conversation. And
How did your body feel in terms of sensations and feelings? And for those who want to go into a deeper sensation in the body, you can come on to seal. This is optional. Press down onto the floor. And then the more you bring the hands towards your pelvis, the deeper this pose is. And same as Sphinx, the shoulders are encouraged to go towards the ears, but you can always dial it back down to help protect the back. And gradually releasing either Sphinx or seal. We'll just rest on our belly for a moment. You can bend into your knees and sway the legs side to side. And let's roll onto our back for final Shavasana. And always bring a bolster underneath your knees. And as you slowly come into your final rest, I invite you to examine in your life or simply notice when you feel depleted or maxed out emotionally, mentally. What activity or who are you with or where do you go to help you feel more resourced, to help you feel safe in the body again? Gradually, let's bring awareness back to our body. You can start moving your hands and toes, reach the arms up, and draw the knees to the chest. Coming into a fetal position. Finding your way back into seating. Grounding yourselves in ways that serves you. That can simply just placing the hands over the knees. And today's reflection is about healing isn't about being always calm. Healing is when we can act, feel, and think in an integrated way. Thank you so, so much for trusting me. The lights within me bows to the lights within you. And if you enjoy this experience so far, please subscribe to the channel and I will offer even more in the future. Namaste.